Howdy folks, Derek Trucks, Jeff Beck, two of my all-time favourite guitarists, the most unique guitarists, up there with the most unique guitarists in my top unique guitarist list. Not just because of what they do with their left hand, which segues into what this is all about. Fingerpicking, putting down a plectrum and using your fingers. Now, when you finger pick or you stop relying on your plectrum, and I don't want to say you finish using a plectrum, no, I still use a plectrum, but when you finger pick, you have to phrase differently, or your phrasing comes out differently. Your style changes. It doesn't change completely, but the difference between picking with a plectrum and picking with your fingers, sometimes it's only very small subtleties. So if I play that sort of Derek Trucksy thing I was playing, when I'm picking, the flesh and my fingernail are working together. So the string actually starts off on the flesh of my finger and then it hits my fingernail. And this gives me a very gives you a very different, at times, a very different sound. It can be subtly different depending on the style you're playing. If I put down the slide and I was to do sort of a Stevie Ray or, you know, a bluesy, now the style that I'm doing there, or how I'm phrasing that now, is my thumb comes into play. So I've got the first note, then I'm doing, so it is subtle, but it does change the way you approach the guitar. So try it out. But here I'm in open G, doesn't matter, it's all the same. The attack and the way you phrase won't matter whether you're in open or not. You still have to change your style of playing, and that's what it's all about. I'm going to grab the Strat. Jeff Beck, probably one of the greatest guitarists the world's ever seen. Well, not probably, is one of the best guitarists the world's ever seen. We miss you, Jeff. Jeff Beck had such a unique approach to playing guitar that I don't think anyone's really, no one's really doing Jeff Beck. No one can do Jeff Beck. Sort of like Jeff Beck, Dave Gilmour, they're just in that, they come from outer space. And I think their music takes us to where they live. But Jeff Beck's unique approach, there's just so many things, and I don't know them all, and I'd be a liar if I was going to tell you I can play like Jeff Beck. I can't. But what the influences I get from Jeff Beck, probably those more, is it ethereal, those more soundscapes that he created with the guitar. Like his blues playing's phenomenal, his early stuff's great, but the stuff he did later on in life, live at Ronnie Scott's absolutely great. But when he did the Eric Clapton Crossroads Festival, if you haven't seen this, he does a version of Luciano Pavarotti's Nessa Dorma. And I'm getting a chill up my spine now thinking about it. The first time I heard that, I cried. My mum was a massive fan of Pavarotti, and when I showed her Jeff Beck doing it, she cried too. God bless you, Mum. But what he's doing is he's imitating the human voice. Derek Trucks does it on the slide, right? But Jeff Beck does it using his right hand, using this, just the different tonal qualities he gets. Pinch harmonics, volume swells, and then the whammy bar in a volume, whammy bar, volume swells. Jeff just goes, oh yeah, no worries, easy. It's not easy, Jeff. But, getting back to his fingerstyle playing, we'll take out the whammy bar and the volume swells. Just how he approached playing the strings with his right hand would be impossible to do if you were holding a plectrum. If you want to practice something like that. Roll your volume right off. Play your chord first. I'll come down here, I'll do it in a standard E. Now, if I'm taking Jeff Beck as an example and I've got a huge amount of reverb of that ambient swell, you'll also notice this. I'm going to turn the pedal, the reverb right up, and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so now I've got a whole lot of ambience going on there. If I hit that too hard, it's going to continue and continue and continue to swell. Especially when I go to a single note. It's very harsh, right? This is where your volume knob comes in, yes. But also, if I pick that string very lightly, I don't get as much. Now that to me is it's too much ambience, but I'm just using that as an example to go, if you do have reverb or delay and you're getting that ambient sound, but it is starting to overpower everything you're doing, you need to start playing with the volume control. And that, my friends, is what Jeff Beck taught me. Hope you enjoyed it. I know it wasn't a how to play like Jeff Beck session, but it's just the approach that both Derek Trucks and Jeff Beck use as finger pickers and guys who don't rely on plectrums. To me, is a great example if you want to learn how to use your right hand, or how to, phrase differently, how to adjust your playing for a new guitar, for a different style of approach. Those two guys, Derek Trucks and Jeff Beck, you can't go wrong trying to work out their stuff. Hope that was informative. Click on the link in the description. It'll take you to my website if you'd like a free lesson, if you'd like to book sessions, or if you'd just like to find some free material, you can get on the website. It's all there. Hit me up, message me, let me know how you're going. Great to hear from you all. Catch you next time. Bye-bye.